problems based on arithmetic mean. So here AM stands for arithmetic mean. So here we are going to discuss few problems which are based upon the arithmetic mean in an advanced level. Then now, so here the problem, insert 6 arithmetic means between -7 and as well as 14. So here we are going to insert 6 arithmetic means between -7 and 14. Solution starts now. So here, as per the problem, so we have to insert 6 arithmetic means between -7 and 14. So here, as per the problem, we are going to suppose let the 6 arithmetic means. So here AM stands for arithmetic means. R. So here we are going to suppose the arithmetic means as x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 and x6. So here we have supposed 6 arithmetic means as x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5 and as well as x6. Then these are the 6 arithmetic means between -7 and as well as 14. Then we have, so here we have to write these 6 arithmetic means between -7 and as well as 14. So here x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 and x6. So these are the 6 arithmetic means which are between 14 and as well as -7. Then now, so let us write -7 as the first term and x1 as the second term. Then our third term will be of x2. Then our fourth term will be of x3. Then our fifth term will be of x4. Sixth term will be of x5. Seventh term will be of x6 and eighth term will be of 14. Then now the first term T1 will be of -7. So here as per the problem, so here T1 first term, which can be written as, since they are in AP, so here equals to -7. So in this manner we got A. So A equals to -7. But as per the problem, since these are the arithmetic means, then these will be in arithmetic progression. These 8 terms, so T1 to T8 will be in arithmetic progressions. Since these are the arithmetic means, x1 to x6 are the arithmetic means, therefore, so T1, T2, T3 dash dash up to T8 are in arithmetic progression. So here the 8th term is of 14. So as per the problem, the 8th term is of 14, but we know that the general term of an AP, that is Tn, is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. So here, since the nth term is of A plus n minus 1 into D, so here, but 8th term is given by means of 14. So here we had 8th term as 14. Then now let us replace n by means of 8. So here at n is equals to 8, then 8th term is equals to A plus, so here A must be substituted as -7 plus, so n value equals to 8 minus 1 into D is unknown, so we can write D as it is. But 8th term, so here as per the problem, 8th term is of 14, so it must be equated. So here 8th term equals to, this expansion is of A plus n minus 1 into D, but it is equals to 14, so it must be equated to 14. So in this manner, so here the next term will be of, so that implies -7 plus 8 minus 1 is of 7 into D is equals to 14. So that implies, so I want to transpose this -7 over to the right hand side. So 7D is equals to 14 -7, when it is transposed over to the right hand side, becomes +7, then that is equals to 14 plus 7 is of 21. So in this manner we got, so here 7D is equals to 21. So I want to make the coefficient of D as 1. Then now into 7, so when 7 is transposed over to the right hand side, it will divide the total right hand side, because it is of multiplication on the left hand side. So in order to find out d value 21, so into 7 transposed over to the right hand side becomes divided by 7. Thereby cancellation, further cancellation. So here 7 ones and 7 threes. So 3 by 1 is equals to 3. Therefore d is equals to 3. So in this manner we got d value as 3. So therefore d is equals to 3. But we know already that so a value is of minus 7. So a equals to minus 7 and here d equals to 3. But here as per the question we have to find out the arithmetic means that are x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 and x6, but x1 is of the second term, so x2 is the third term, therefore x6 is the seventh term. So here in order to find out x1 we have to find out the second term. So here x1 is equals to second term, then x2 is equals to the third term, x3 is equals to the fourth term, x4 is equals to the fifth term, and x5 is equals to the sixth term, and x6 is equals to the seventh term. So here we have to find out these values. So here x1 and x2 up to x6. So now x1 is equals to t2, but that is equals to second term is equals to a plus n minus 1. So here 2 minus 1 into d. So here because so here since nth term is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So based upon this formula, when n is replaced by means of 2, so here at n is equals to 2, so here we got a plus n value as 2 minus 1 into d. So in this manner we got, so that implies based upon this reason, so I got a plus 2 minus 1 into d. So here a plus 2 minus 1 is of 1 into d, so that is equals to a plus 1d, that is a plus d. So in this manner I got x1 as a plus d, but that is equals to a value is of minus 7 plus d is of 3. Further simplification, so minus of plus is minus, we have to subtract, greater minus this, 7 minus 3 is of 4. So here to assess the sign of 4, 7 is greater than 3, 7 is of negative, so here it assesses the sign of negative. So in this manner I got, so here therefore x1 is equals to minus 4. Then now let us write the formula once again. So here we know nth term is equals to a plus n minus 1 into t d, this is the general term in order to find out the nth term, but here we have to find out the second one, that is x2. So but x2 is equals to t3, x2 equals to t3. Then now here we have to replace n by means of 3. So here at n is equals to 3, then that implies a is of minus 7 plus n value. So here n is of 3 minus 1 into d. So here d is of 3 again. So that implies minus 7 plus 3 minus 1 is of 2 into 3 as it is. So that implies minus 7 plus 2 into 3. 2 3 is of 6, then that is equals to minus into plus is of minus, let us subtract, 7 minus 6 is of 1. So 7 is greater than 6, its sign is of negative, so I will be getting minus 1. So in this manner I got x2 value as minus 1. So here therefore x2 is equals to minus 1. Then the next one is of x3 equals to 4. x3 is equals to the fourth term, that is t4. So x3 is equals to t4. So here we have to find out the fourth term in order to get x3, but here we know that the gen term, so here general term of an AP is, that is Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So based upon this, let us find out the fourth term. So here T4, which is nothing but x3, so n must be replaced by means of 4. So at n is equals to 4, so that equals to a value. So here we know the a value as, so here a is of 3, a is of minus 7 and d is of 3. So a equals to minus 7 and d is of 3. So based upon these values, by substituting these values in the given equation, so a must be substituted as minus 7 plus n value is of 4 minus 1 into d value is of 3. So that implies minus 7 plus 4 minus 1 is of 3 dot 3. So it is multiplied with 3. So that implies minus 7 plus 3 3 is of 9. Further simplification, minus of plus is minus, let us subtract, greater minus least, 9 minus 7 is of 2. To assess the sign here, so we have to choose the greater one among 7 and 9. 9 is greater than 7, its sign is of positive, so it assesses the sign of positive. So in this manner I got, so here x3, so here therefore x3 is equals to the positive 2. Then after getting the x3, the third arithmetic mean, we have to go for the fourth arithmetic mean. So here as per the problem, so here the fourth arithmetic mean x4 is of t5. So here x4, in order to get x4, so that we have to find out the fifth term, but here we know that, so general term, that is nth term, is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So based upon this general term, we can find out the t5, that is the fifth term. So here x to the x4 is equals to the fifth term, so that equals to, so here n must be replaced by means of 5. So at n is equals to 5, when n is replaced by means of 5, so in this right hand side, so a value is of minus 7, that must be written within the brackets, plus n n is of here 5 minus 1 into d. So here d is of 3. So that implies, so minus 7 must be written as it is. Then plus 5 minus 1 is of 4 multiplied with this 3. So that implies minus 7 plus 4 3s is of 12. So that implies, so minus of plus is minus. Let us subtract. So greater minus least, that is 12 minus 7 is of 5. So to assess the sign of this 5, 12 is greater than 7. So 12 sign is of positive. Therefore it assesses the sign of positive. Therefore x4, the fourth arithmetic mean is of 5. Hence x4 is of 5. Then now we have to find out the x5, but x5 is equal to the sixth term. So here in order to find out x5, so that is nothing but the sixth term. So here t6, but here in order to find out the sixth term, so here we know the nth terms, that is Tn general term is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Then now in order to find out x5, that is x5 is equal to t6. So n must be replaced by means of 6. So at n is equal to 6. At n is equal to 6. So that equals to a value is of minus 7 and d is of 3. So a must be replaced by means of minus 7 plus n. N value is of 6 again, minus 1 within the bracket into d value is of 3 as per the problem. Then now the next logical step will be of, that implies minus 7 within the brackets plus 6 minus 1 is of 5 into 3. Then that implies minus 7 plus 5 3 is of 15. So that implies minus into plus is of minus for the further simplification. So we have to subtract greater minus least, that is 15 minus 7 is of 8. To assess the sign of this 8, you have to see the greater one among these 7 and 15. So 15 is greater than 7, therefore 15 sign is of positive, 8 as a sign of positive. So in this manner I got x5. So x5 is equals to the positive 8. Then now we have to find out the last arithmetic mean, that is x6. So sixth arithmetic mean, but sixth arithmetic mean is nothing but the, so x6 is equals to the seventh term. So here we have to find out the seventh term in order to get the x6. So seventh term, but we know the general term, that is Tn is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Let us block it. Then now in order to get x6, so that is equals to, we have to find out the seventh term. So here when n is replaced by means of 7, so at n is equals to 7, so we can get the x6. So that equals to a value. So here a value is of minus 7. So within the bracket let us write minus 7 plus n. So here n is of 7. So we can write 7 within the brackets, then minus 1 as it is. So here into, so d value. So here d value is of 3. Then now, so that implies minus 7 plus 7 minus 1 is of 6 multiplied with this 3. So that implies minus 7 plus 6 3s is of 18. So here that equals to, so minus of plus is minus, let us subtract the greater minus least, 18 minus 7 is of 11. So here to assess the sign of this 11, 18 is greater than 7, 18 sign is of positive, so 11 assess the sign of positive. So in this manner I got x6 as 11. So here therefore x6 is equals to 11. So therefore x1, x2, x3, since x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6 are the arithmetic means, 6 arithmetic means between minus 7 and as well as 14. So here therefore x1 so x1 is of minus 4, then x2 is of minus 1, so here therefore x1 equals to minus 4, x2 is equals to minus 1, so x3 is equals to, so here x3 is of 2, and x4 is of 5. x3 is of 2 and x4 is of 5, then x5 equals to, so here x5 equals to 8 and x6 equals to 11, 8 and 11. So here x5 equals to 8 and x6 equals to 11. So here in this manner we got, so here these values, so x1 as minus 4, x2 as minus 1, x3 as 2, x4 as 5, x5 as 8, x6 as 11. So here hence minus 4, minus 1, 2, 5, 8 and 11 are the 6 arithmetic means between minus 7 and 14. So in this manner we got these are the 6 arithmetic means which are lying between, so minus 7 and as well as 14.